Off the Beaten Path. Off the Beaten Path. Brand new country. And we're not talking that top 40 crap either. This is where you can hear great singers and songwriters, and they just don't have the backing when it comes to labels, guest interviews, and everything from pop country to bluegrass and folk to hip hop. This is Off the Beaten Path.
Off the Beaten Path with me, Ben Merritt, and we are ready to wrap up new music, live music, June, July. Hopefully you had a great 4th of July weekend. Confusion has set in, I'm sure. It's all right, because I had some internet issues earlier on in the month of June. The final scheduled live music June episode featuring the Dead Horses live from the Naaqua Brewing Company is actually going to be aired right now. Yay! I talked to Sarah, who's the lead singer-songwriter of the band. I don't think... Actually, she does... Actually, I think they probably share all the singing pretty equally. So, but the Dead Horses coming out of La Crosse, Wisconsin. Yes, just like the sport, only 2 words instead of 1. It's not the national sport of Canada. Well, lacrosse is, but the city of isn't, so... Anyway, here's the Dead Horses. I'll talk to Sarah in about 15 minutes here on Off the Beaten Path with me, Ben Merritt.
If you take the path of me, you want it. Just bring a flashlight and I'll bring the blanket. And if it's cold, we'll build ourselves a fire. Oh, and lay our memories right down beside us. Branches block the weary sky above us. but you're not. Oh, lights are burn throughout the night, lighting the road, and no, but you're not.
How you folks all doing tonight? We'll be here a while. I hope you stick around with us, and we'll be playing a lot of original songs, a lot of cover songs, a lot of traditional songs. So we'll be doing a whole slew of everything.
So shining through your skin, skin, and all the bodies we've been in, and all the bodies we've been in, and all the bodies of the stars, stars, cosmos shining through your skin, and all the bodies we've been in, and all the bodies we've been in, and all the bodies of the stars, cosmos shining through your skin, all the bodies we've been in, and all the bodies we've been in, and all the bodies of the
Riding the night on the hot cold wind on the trail of the old lonesome pine. Thinking of you, feeling so blue, wondering why I ever left you behind. Get down, boys, go back home, back to the girl you love. Treat her right, never wrong, how mountain girls can love. Remember that night we were strolling down that lane, our hearts were so gay and happy then. Well, you whispered to me, why can't we be? Oh, I wish tonight would never end. Get down, boys, go back home, back to the girl you love. Treat her right, never wrong, how mountain girls can love. very much.
Off the Beaten Path with me, Ben Merritt. Again, wrapping up, and it's a little late, but technically I'm still going to be celebrating it. It's Live Music June here on Off the Beaten Path with me, Ben Merritt. We've been celebrating with some live music, a couple out on the roads, a couple in studios, and this is one of the ones that was out on the road. I had the opportunity to head over to the Minocqua Brewing Company. Again, thanks to the Minocqua Brewing Company for letting me do this every once in a while. And thanks to the great bands that let me do it as well. The lead singer and songwriter from one of those great bands. I got Sarah on the line from the Dead Horses. Sarah, how are you?
I'm doing great, Ben. How are you?
Doing spectacular. Sarah, we've been listening to some of the music from MBC, the Minocqua Brewing Company, and I love seeing live bluegrass music. I love seeing live bluegrass bands because I can tell that you guys are literally up there, and I don't want to say just pulling it out of thin air, but you guys are doing something different than what, if I had seen the show the night before, it probably would have been a little different that day.
Mm-hmm.
And it's something it's something that bluegrass is kind of known for. It's a jam kind of music, I mean, you don't write notes down. You just kind of do what you feel, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And especially the way that bluegrass has evolved in the last, 10, 20 years. Sometimes you might even hear the word jamgrass, which is disdained by some and loved by others.
Yeah. But
definitely, there's a structure that you can kind of figure out that's going on musically, but oftentimes it's similar to jazz in the way that a lot of times the soloists don't know what notes are coming next, and they're just playing in the moment and working off the creative muse.
Yeah, I mean, jazz is a good representation of it. A lot of jazz, free-form jazz is its own genre of its own, and
yeah.
And bluegrass is kind of that way, it seems. It's that way with a banjo instead of a trumpet, I would say.
Yep, definitely. Yeah, one thing I love to do when we get back from weekends is, and I live in Oshkosh right now, Oshkosh, Wisconsin, and we have this terrific jazz band that plays every night at one of the local bars, and oftentimes to kind of come down from a weekend of bluegrass, folk, acoustic Americana music, I'll go and I'll unwind to some really good jazz music on Sunday nights.
There you go. That's a cross genre right there. Be kind of interesting to see you guys get up there and collaborate with them, maybe.
I know. I would be pretty terrified to try to sing jazz music, but I would give it a shot, I think.
Well, I think maybe some of the horn section could probably step in on some of your guys' stuff too, easily.
Yeah. Oh, I would love that.
There you go. You can have that one. That one's free. You can use that.
Thanks, Ben.
Sarah from the Dead Horses, again, she says Oshkosh, Wisconsin is home for her, and I have to agree that it's a good place for a bluegrass band to be coming out of right now. Sarah and I were talking off the air how that portion of just the state of Wisconsin and Minnesota and, the northern region of that area is really developing a big bluegrass following. We've had a bunch of them here on the air on the podcast Off the Beaten Path with Tin Can Gin and Charlie Parr. That's one of the guys I didn't even talk to you about. I have a bit of a tradition that I always on my 1-year anniversary, Sarah, and my 2-year anniversary, I've played a 2-hour-long show of just Charlie Parr. It's kind of a tradition for me. So
That's fantastic. I had quite the honor of playing with Charlie Parr at Minocqua Brewing Company, actually. Just a couple tunes with him, but it was kind of like a musical dream come true, and he's just this guy that's been doing it on his own, singer-songwriter, and he just fills out the sound so well. He's really just kind of a magical person, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think at the time that you and I are recording this right now, he's in Australia doing some touring.
Oh, wow.
I think currently he's out in Australia or New Zealand or something like that. He's down there for like a month and a half or so. So, and when I talked to him last, he was like, I think I got a gig every day except for like 2 days while I'm down there. I was like, well, otherwise it's going to get super expensive. He's like, yeah, it is.
Yeah.
So, but not enough about Charlie Parr, even though we could talk about, you and I could probably talk about Charlie for an hour or so.
I think we could.
It's just something about the northern portion of the country. You know, bluegrass, when you think bluegrass, people think like, you know, the Appalachian Mountains and, you know, Arkansas and stuff like that. But the northern push is kind of a different kind of version of bluegrass, it kind of seems to me. You know, I mean, there's... And this is a term that I don't know if is used across the board or if it's mostly just with Charlie Parr stuff, but there's a lot more like murder ballads and it's a little slower. And then, but then when you do that, well, then when you do like the, you know, the up-tempo stuff, you know, it seems like it's a completely different change. You know, I mean, there's slower, it seems, I don't know, I'm probably talking out of my butt here, but it just seems like the genre of bluegrass that's played here in the northern portion of the country is different than what is played in, you know, the traditional bluegrass areas of the country.
Yeah, absolutely. And then even just, I know we were chatting about this before, but even just the way that, you know, all music really does, like, when I'm asked, like, what inspires me or, you know, what kinds of things are my muses, it's everything. I'm sitting by Lake Winnebago right now, and I'm hearing the waves, and that's going into my head and into my body, and that'll affect the way that I feel tomorrow. You know, I really do believe that. The way that bluegrass is evolving in the Midwest is, you know, it's just very exciting, and it's an honor to be a part of it.
Definitely. I mean, there's a big push, and some of it is going, you know, very commercial and getting very popular. I mean, Trampled by Turtles is doing a very big thing, you know, right now, currently. Pert Near Sandstone feels like they're about ready to break free into that kind of area as well. Horseshoes and Hand Grenades is touring all across the region. You guys and the Dead Pigeons and Tin Can Gin, you guys are all starting to move out there. And I think that it's becoming a bigger movement, and I like it. I like it a lot, Sarah.
Me too.
All right. Sarah from the Dead Horses here on Off the Beaten Path with me, Ben Merritt. Speaking of which, you guys are road warriors. We were talking about this. You call home Oshkosh, but you just mentioned that you're next to Lake Winnebago, which is down in Madison, right? Yeah.
Oh, no. Actually, Lake Winnebago is in Oshkosh.
Oh.
Yep. But
I'm way off.
Lake Mendota.
That's right. Yeah, I'm not from Wisconsin, so the geography's still a little foreign to me. I'm from Michigan, so.
Okay. Yeah, no worries. Yeah, we do. We play pretty much, especially in the summer, but really throughout the course of the year, maybe 3 to 4 days a week on average, and generally in the Midwest. But we went out to Colorado last April and Tennessee in May, and we got a cool run out to Montana later in July.
That's going to be a lot of fun.
That's pretty neat. Oh gosh, yeah. It's easy to get a little bit road weary. I mean, that's certainly something that many of my musician friends will kind of talk to each other about. But at the same time, I know that if I weren't leaving town that often, that I'd get pretty restless, and so I kind of choose to look at it as a really big blessing, because it is, and getting to meet so many people and being inspired by them, and not even just the people, but the land that we get to experience. It's, I feel like it's what I was meant to do.
I mean, especially if you're just out there, you know, I mean, as you guys probably are, just out in like a bus or like a white van, as I call it, as a reference as a bus. But I mean, if you guys are just out there driving yourselves, as most young up and coming bands are, you're going to see it all, from daylight to nighttime too. So the road stories, I'm sure, of the night driving through northern Wisconsin and Minnesota is probably a bit terrifying. That could lead to some that could lead to some good stories, I think.
Oh yeah, and some songs.
There you go. All right. Well, Sarah, again, it's great to have you on, but I would be remiss if I didn't let you promote yourself and promote the band. So tell us how people can follow along on Facebook, social media, any of those, and then we're going to talk about the album. Sure.
Yeah, we're on Facebook. You can look up Dead Horses. The actual address is Facebook.com/deadhorseswi. And we're on Instagram as well, and Twitter, and our website is just deadhorses.net. You can get our album on there, but we definitely use social media to stay connected with everybody. And, as adverse as I feel sometimes towards technology, I also really appreciate that part of it. Just posting pictures and stuff, it's pretty neat to keep in touch with people that way. I think it's not too hard to find us online.
Definitely. And by the way, definitely type in Dead Horses WI if you're going to Facebook, because I just did Dead Horses, and it's a rock band out of Plymouth somewhere. So
yeah, there is a couple other, I think, Dead Horses. There's maybe one from California that's like a death metal band, and I know there's a fairly famous album called Dead Horses by Evergreen Terrace, I think.
Okay.
But yeah, you could. It's and you might not want to like type Dead Horses into Google Images or anything like that.
You and the Dead Pigeons actually have that same problem. I'm not going to lie.
Yep.
So I have done that. I've done a Google search for the both of you, and it does turn up some pretty wicked Google Images searches. So.
Yep, you might want to be cautious about that. And I'm actually kind of surprised that you haven't asked me yet about the name, but I have been trying to say this a lot because it is a thing. Like people sometimes find the name adverse, and I just want to let everyone know the name comes from it being a tribute to fallen war horses. So it's definitely a thing of respect, and we love horses.
There you go. All right. Well, I mean, I wasn't judging. I'm sure that I knew that there was probably a good story, and that is a good one. I like that. So very cool.
Thanks.
It kind of throws me off for why the dead pigeons are dead pigeons. Maybe it's dead messenger pigeons from the wars as well.
Yep, I couldn't tell you. I'm not really sure.
I should ask them, but no worries.
You should.
All right. Well, Sarah, we'll talk about the album now. Space and Time is the name of it. It's been out for a little while. Most of the stuff that we've been listening to probably is involved in that album.
Yep.
For the live stuff that we've been listening to from the Naqua Brewing Company. Tell us a little bit about, putting the album out. How was it, getting out there and, getting in the recording process?
Yeah, it was really neat. We recorded it last April of 2014, but didn't put it out until last fall. Mm-hmm. We went out to San Francisco and worked at Hyde Street Studios, which is kind of like it's a historic studio. Grateful Dead recorded there. Tupac recorded there. Quite a wide range of bands. We were also able to work with a producer whose name is Stephen Barncard, and he also worked with Grateful Dead, Crosby, Stills and Nash, a lot of really cool bands.
Yeah,
and
definitely
probably my favorite thing about working with him was his take on recording vocals was really, really fun, and I'm really happy with how they turned out on the record. But yeah, we flew out there. We were able to fundraise a lot of money from a lot of really incredibly supportive people. Flew out there, stayed there for a couple weeks, and lived in the studio. It's in the Tenderloin district of San Francisco, which is definitely one of the rougher neighborhoods. Made it really, really interesting. We definitely immersed ourselves in what we were doing, and came out at the end of it with the record Space and Time.
How long did the process take? Were you living in the studio for like a month, or?
No, it wasn't. We were only out there for a couple weeks, and then we spent the course of the following summer, so that would have been last summer, mixing and mastering it kind of remotely, which was also really interesting. So our producer, Steven, set it up so that the band, we could be in one room in Wisconsin, talking to him mm-hmm. online and doing like a live mixing session. So there were some songs that, I plugged in an earpiece and we just went through the song together, piece by piece, me telling him what I thought should come up or down, and just my opinion on the songs in general. And mm-hmm. that was, kind of a fun way to do it. It was hard to do because we'd be gigging, almost the whole week, and then we'd get back to Oshkosh, and then we'd be trying to meet up to try to finish the record. But I suppose that a lot of records have been made, sort of that way.
Yeah, but it's good that you guys were involved with the entire process, though. I mean, sometimes you kind of have to go hands off and just let the producer do what they do. But I think it's great when you can be hands on through the entire process.
Yeah, it was quite a blessing that he was open to being, essentially the next member of the band, and that being collaborative as well. It can feel more complicating and like a little bit more work, but at the same time you're coming out with kind of a fuller product.
There you go. All right. Well, Sarah, again, thank you very much. Make sure that you go check out the album. It is called Space and Time from the Dead Horses. Sarah, if we keep talking, we're going to have to cut a lot of music out of this. So I just want to let people listen to the music, all right?
That sounds great.
All right. Well, Sarah, again, thank you very much for taking some time out. Again, thank you for letting me record at the Minocqua Brewing Company a couple of months back. Mm-hmm. And definitely make sure that you go find the Dead Horses somewhere online, or if they come close to you and you're in Chicago, Wisconsin, Minnesota, Montana, you got a pretty good shot at seeing these guys. All right. Well, Sarah, again,
cool.
Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you.
Such a pleasure to be here tonight, spending time with you all. Must we throw ourselves into the fire? How many times must we peel ourselves off of the ground? How many times must I end it before it's over? How many regrets? How many regrets? How many slaps on the hand before a child learns? How many sleepless nights before my mind turns? How many lines on my arms before I break free? Oh, how many regrets? How many regrets? How many words must be said before silence surrounds us? How many syllables spoken so softly to me? Taking myself too seriously. Oh, how many regrets? How many regrets?
my poor heart again. You won't steal my poor heart again. You won't steal my tape recorder. I'll call the Lord and put you in pen. You won't steal that thing again. You're going to jail. I did not know your name. What was your game? Stealing things sure brought you to fame. Now I want to know what's just going on. One of a kind. I'm saying you're to blame. I could never be the same. You won't steal my poor heart again. You won't steal my poor heart again. You won't steal my tape recorder. I'll call the Lord and put you in a pen. And you won't steal that thing again.
Thank you, everybody.
Usually that song lasts a little bit longer, but because we tend to play that one faster and faster every time, it just keeps getting shorter and shorter. Which means we have to keep playing more songs, and that's what we're going to do.
All gone away, you lost your mask, the last masquerade. Tired of trying to find the right things to say. Moon's been whispering softly to me about lovers and liars and lost family, about being something I'm not sure I can be. Falling so slowly and make it holy. Tell me what's right when there ain't nothing right. You're an old boy too lost to put up a fair fight. Would you sing me a song? Would you lend me a light? Yeah, yeah. Would you dance around bottles with me in the dark? Would you hate me so sweet and I make a mark? Would you scratch our initials in the oak tree bark? Yeah, yeah. Falling so slowly and make it holy. Good to see so many friendly faces here, familiar faces. Thanks for coming out. Thank you very much. And to the new ones, it's nice to meet you. We're called the Dead Horses. We're from Oshkosh. We hope to meet you tonight. We'll keep playing some tunes. And I don't know how I got to be lost inside the storm you see. I know where I was before, don't know where I'm going no more. And I don't know how I got this way, pushing on, find every day. Take your pills and what they say, fighting off the demons at bay. And I know life never dies, just moves along, passes the time. Meet me by the riverside, yeah, when the water brings us back to life. Yeah, when the water brings us back to life. And I don't know how we lost ourselves, like a dusty book on an old worn shelf. I keep trudging down this old dirt path, knowing it won't take me back. And I don't know how I lost my nose for the springtime air of the country roads. Reminds me there when no life ends, yeah, changes and begins again. And I know life never dies, just moves along, passes with time. Meet me by the riverside, yeah, where the water brings us back to life. Yeah, when the water brings us back to life. I don't know how I got to be lost inside the steep blue sea, sitting under the old oak tree. Sing it! Waking me, awaken me. And I know life never dies, just moves along, passes the time. Meet me by the riverside, yeah, when the water brings us back to life. Yeah, when the water brings us back to life. That song is called Water. It's off of our first record, which we don't have with us tonight because it's it's sold out at this point, but it's about water. very much. It's a great, great, great tune there. And I've been walking on the water's surface, Lord, you know I ain't got time. I've been playing in the devil's fire, furnace now, you know I ain't got time. Oh, I ain't got time, I ain't got no time. And I've been drinking from a dirty well, oh Lord, you know I ain't got time. And I've been casting mighty spells, and now you know I ain't got time. Oh, I ain't got time, I ain't got no time. And I've been swimming in a deep sea current. Oh, you know I ain't got time. In the good Lord's face, I once saw it. Now you know I ain't got time. Oh, I ain't got time. I ain't got no time. Oh, and I've been playing with the dirty deck of cards, you know I ain't got time. And I've been digging holes in my back garden, now you know I ain't got time. Oh, I ain't got time, I ain't got no time. Oh, no, you know I ain't got time, I ain't got no time. Oh, no, you know I ain't got time, I ain't got no time. Oh, no, you know I ain't got time, I ain't got no time. No time. Thank you very much, guys. Have a good night. Thanks for coming.
Off the Beaten Path, me, Ben Merritt. There you go. The Dead Horses, live from the Minocqua Brewing Company in Minocqua, Wisconsin. And I love it. I enjoy it. I was actually just there over the 4th of July weekend. Look forward to that show from a band that's actually from where I'm living currently, from Rhinelander, Wisconsin. So, well, and points else. The mandolin players from Rhinelander, the rest of the bands from across northern Wisconsin. But enough of that. We're here for the Dead Horses. Again, thanks to Sarah for taking some time to chat with me after the show as well. And again, it's just a lot of fun to get to see and hear all these bands perform. So with Live Music June being done, that doesn't mean that the live music is going to be done. It's just going to be less prevalent. Not even less prevalent, just not every episode. So so hopefully you're okay with that. Stick around again next week. We've got more great new music for you, all right here on Off the Beaten Path with me, Ben Merritt. Oh, by the way, happy anniversary to my boys over at Dirt Road FM. Congratulations, guys.
Do you know a band Ben doesn't? Tell us who you are digging on Facebook.com/OTBP Podcast, Twitter @OTBP Podcast, or email OTBPpodcast@gmail.com.